What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 19 of season 3 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Cox, and joining me as... Are you done?
Yeah, I was slapping my belly. I was beating the drum of Monday Night WWF winning the wars again, Chad.
Well, let's not get too carried away, Justin.
Last
have
week,
a premature celebration.
Last week was a fluke, Mr. Prungle.
I'll have to see.
And we brought the big guns out for tonight. We brought the big guns out, Chad. You'll see when we get into this Monday Night Raw. The go home to No Mercy.
More like Nerf guns.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
What are you talking about?
The Nerf, they're more like Nerf guns.
What?
Big guns.
Have you seen some big Nerf guns, Chad?
No.
I forgot you don't know what fun is. Chad, we start the pre-show off with our only pre-show match of the night. It's Toshi Uematsu taking on Kana. And big old Toshi Uematsu gets a big win over Kana. 9:45 with a dragon suplex. But we move on to the opening segment of the night. Triple H and Shawn Michaels are not in the ring together. It's Triple H and Shawn Stasiak. Sorry, Chad. Did not mean to mention your loser of a number one contender, Shawn Michaels.
Oh, man. That's not nice.
Yeah. No, it's not. Vince is also there. Ooh, a new Triple H photo, Chad.
That's a sick Triple H picture, actually.
Yeah. When's Shawn Stasiak going to get a new picture? Do you think that's in the game?
Probably never.
Think he's going to look like that for the rest of his career?
I think so.
Oh, that stinks.
Maybe you can like edit his photo and put like a goatee or something on him.
Yeah, you think you want me to Photoshop a goatee onto Shawn Stasiak?
Yes.
He never had a goatee. He still does not have a goatee.
This is our story. He could have one here.
Yeah, you're right. You're telling me about it's our story as you run the same. For shame. For shame, Chad. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have completely lost every train of thought I had for this promo. But this was just supposed to set up our main event of the night, Chad.
Ooh, which is what?
Triple H Shawn Stasiak in a one-on-one match.
Ooh. That's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as our Nitro main event, but that should still be good.
They have to team together in 6 days, but tonight they go one-on-one together.
Interesting.
This match has actually happened twice before in the saves, Chad.
Ooh, what were the outcomes?
Triple H is 2-0 against Stasiak. It happened both times at King of the Rings. 2000 and 2001, where it got a 99 in 2000, and the last 100 of WWF. Triple H defeating Stasiak 1 month ago.
Will Stasiak be able to get a win over Triple H tonight?
We'll have to find out later tonight. Jimmy Jacobs taking on JBL to start the night. And Jimmy Jacobs pulls out a big victory over JBL, an upset win in 9:33 with a contra code because we saw Justin Winston and Lenny Lane distract Bradshaw to allow Jimmy Jacobs to get the win.
Good for Jimmy Jacobs.
Good for Justin Winston. And these two celebrate what they've just done to poor little JBL. Poor little Jibble. Why'd you laugh?
That was a funny name.
Jibble?
Jibble.
Have you never heard that?
No.
Big Boss Man makes his way down in the ring. He's in action tonight, Chad.
Oh.
Forgot I had him on the roster. And him and Teddy Hart have great chemistry.
Oh, what luck.
Teddy Hart got an 80 in the in-ring, by the way.
That's because WWF love the police.
You might be pushing Benoit, but I'm going to push Teddy Hart as an equal scumbag.
Battle of the scumbags.
One killed his family and one's Teddy Hart.
Oh, no.
Which one's worse? And then after the match, Sean Daivari comes out and beats down Big Boss Man, Chad.
Oh,
What a fun.
how disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah, these two guys, these four teams, these four men are backstage. They're warming up, and Edge and Christian, they come up to the Rat Boys. He's like, "Hey, tonight we gotta put our differences aside. We gotta set them aside because we have to tag together. We have a big 4-on-4 match tonight." Chad, I don't know why you keep looking at me like that. And Fig, what are you smiling about? Don't make me smack that. Look, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna pick up a big win, and as soon as that bell rings for the last time, we're enemies again. But until then, we'll see you in the ring, boys. Chad, anything you got to say to Edge and Christian?
Listen, the Rat Boys, we don't have any friends, all right? We don't need partners. We got each other.
Paul
That's
White.
all we need. Just stay out of our way. Let us do the work. And we'll pick up the win, just like me and Big Rig Fig will pick up the win at the pay-per-view.
Ooh.
Because we are the best tag team in WWF.
Because we are the Rat Boys.
The Rat Boys.
Well, that match happens right here as they defeat the Quebecers in the Shining Stars when Chad Collier, he puts his money where his mouth is, pins Carlito. Chad Collier looked good out there.
He did.
He got an 88. Edge got a 90. Big Rig Fig, 65.
He stinks.
Dean Malenko is out he's out in the ring. He says he's got the microphone, Chad. And he's hobbling. He's walking like an old man. Look, I didn't come all the way out here to the Times Union Center in Albany, New York, to make a sad and somber announcement. I didn't come out here to say and tell everyone I'm just going to relinquish my belt to that punk PJ Black. No, I came out here tonight to accept that challenge. I'm not going down with my tail beneath my legs. I'm going to go down as a fighting champion. I might be battered and bruised. Alex Red, I'll get back to you in a couple weeks when I'm done with this little punk, and I'll come out there and beat your ass too. But PJ Black, I'm one of the most dominant technical wrestlers in the world, and if you think you're just gonna come out here, you haven't proven yourself. You haven't done anything in this business. I'm one of the greatest and most acclaimed wrestlers in the world, PJ Black. And in No Mercy, you're gonna find out how when you step in the ring with the Iceman, you're gonna get froze. He's gonna freeze him.
That man has no chill.
Kurt Angle and Mark Henry are making their no, they're actually warming up backstage, Chad. They're warming up backstage. Speaking of warming up, so is the Future Shock, Chad. They are also warming up.
Well, I'm glad everyone will be nice and warmed properly.
We got a match right here, though. Alex Wright defeats Devin Storm in 15-24 with the STF, Chad. A big win for Alex Wright after...
That's because Devin Storm didn't warm up properly.
He calls out The Rock. And he lays down the challenge for 6 days. He wants a one-on-one match with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The Rock comes up and he accepts, Chad. We're going to get it. We're going to see Alex Wright versus The Rock at No Mercy. What a match that is going to be, Chad.
Huge.
What a match.
I hope Alex Wright does it.
Does what?
It's The Rock.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be cool. We got a tag match here. Kurt Angle, Mark Henry taking on Jushin Liger and Kaiji Muto. And Kurt Angle, Mark Henry get the nice win when Mark Henry pins Jushin Liger with a handful of tights. He cheats, Chad. Big cheater, Mark Henry.
Doesn't he know that he was properly warmed? He didn't need to cheat.
That's what they were warming up to do. They were warming up to cheat.
Oh, that's a shame.
You know what is a shame, Jen? That this match is up next. Shawn Stasiak and Triple H.
Or Future Shock warming up to do.
They get a 95. And an exceptional match. Shawn Stasiak and Triple H draw following a double disqualification because the three men that were warming up earlier, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, and Mike Tyson, come out and beat down Stasiak and Triple H. Which is crazy after the fact Stasiak and Triple H actually fight off Lesnar and Orton.
Oh, good for them.
They actually get them out of the ring. They run up the ramp, but they forgot about Mike Tyson. Tyson rolls in and gives Shawn Stasiak a sweet little punch to the mouth and rolls out of the ring. And Triple H just looks over and he's pissed off. He stands on the rope. Stasiak's dead. And that is how we end Monday Night Raw. Mike Tyson laying out Shawn Stasiak and Lesnar. Orton getting they beat down Triple H and Stasiak during their match. That is Raw. A 94. A 95 is as good as you're going to get with a double DQ. So I'm pretty happy with this show, Chad. I'm pretty happy with this show. Do you want to run down the card of No Mercy right now, Chad?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, we have seven matches announced for the show. Kurt Angle and Jushin Thunder Liger. Mark Henry against Kaiji Muto, Chad. Lenny Lane versus JBL versus Buff Bagwell. Triple threat for the European Championship. Buff Bagwell's been out for a little bit. He's got a hangnail. The Rock taking on Alex Wright. Number one
I'm probably the most excited for Rock Alex Wright.
Number one contendership for the Raw Tag Team belts. Rat Boys taking on Ed and Christian. The winner will go to SummerSlam to take on the Second City Saints. The Rat Boys. Dean Malenko defends his IC belt against PJ Black in the co-main event. And your main event, Stasiak and Triple H taking on Brock and Randy, Chad. What a show this will be. But we'll see you. We'll see you for Friday Night SmackDown. But more importantly, WCW Saturday Night.
And this is the last Nitro on our way to Bash at the Beach. More importantly than that, this is going to be the Nitro that once again is the best show of the week. I guarantee it. Justin.
Oh, yeah?
How are your shoes? Are you shaking in them?
Let me look. Yeah.
Oh, good. You should.
Yeah, my shoes are shaking, Chad. Good. And it's because there's an earthquake coming. And that earthquake is WWF rocking your world.
Oh, that was clever.
I'm a clever guy.
You're a clever boy.
Don't call me a boy. I'm not a kid. I'm a man, like Kid Cash.
Like Kid Cash. All right, fine. All right. J-Man Gaming, let's run this. Hulk Hogan doing a promo. He's just rallying the troops. You know, each person takes turns giving the other team a pep talk. You know, basically just to hype up the big volley brawl match. And then afterwards, Rob Van Dam says, but listen, actions speak louder than words. And we saw Thunder have their big 5-on-5 match to show what they can do as a team. So I thought it was only fair that we do the same thing. So Hogan, please, if you could bring out our opponents, we got a 5-on-5 tag team match tonight.
Ooh.
Justin, in a decent match, Canyon, Mick Foley, Rob Van Dam, and Bubba Ray and Devon pin these guys, the Road Warriors, Mike Barton, Alfred Snow, and the Sandman.
This match stunk.
They got a 79.
Alfred Snow broke his neck.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Oh, my God. Al Snow. Awesome prayers. Justin, we've got, so the Tough Enough rookies are in the ring. Last month, Justin, I don't know if you remember, they did a promo off.
Yeah.
And the one who did the worst was up for elimination. Well, they tested their mic skills. This week, we want to test what they can do in the ring. So we had the four of them square off in a fatal four-way match, and in about that had terrific wrestling and so much crowd heat. People were sweating. Chuck Palumbo defeated Ken Anderson, Eddie Colon, and Carly when Chuck pinned Ken Anderson with a torture rack, which means, Justin, Ken Anderson
Is on the
has to
chopping
fight-
block.
has to fight for his life. Mick Foley's rookie, Ken Anderson, has to fight for his life.
Yeah.
Justin, this isn't good. He
No.
has to face off against whoever loses.
On Thunder.
Their match is going to be a five man match at Thunder.
In a weird way, it could be like one guy on Nitro and 5 guys on Thunder still. If this just keeps how it going.
True. Bret Hart is backstage. They ask him, Bret, you got a match against Ahmed coming up. Are you nervous? And he says, no, I'm not nervous. Did you see my rookie out there, Eddie Colon? He held his own. And just like that, I'm going to be a role model to him, and I'm going to be a role model to all the guys in the back. Listen, this has been a very trying few months for me. All right, listen, I've been trying to push myself to be better and show that even though I'm getting up there in age, I'm still the best damn wrestler on the planet. There's a guy facing off for the world title that beat me to be the #1 contender, and let me tell you, I don't like him. I hate that guy. The fact that he's there and I'm not disgusts me. But that's not important. That's something so completely irrelevant. You know, what's important is what I'm going to do to Ahmed tonight. I'm going to make him tap out to the sharpshooter, and I'm going to show Planet Ahmed what happens when you mess with Bret Hart.
Hey.
Before that, we got the FBI versus the Headbangers. And in a decent match, the FBI defeat the Headbangers, but Johnny Stamboli pins Thrasher.
What move did he do to him?
You tell me. You watched it.
Oh, he hit him with the bulldog.
Oh, the Stam Bulldog. Good. Justin, we've got
Of course
Johnny
they
B.
do.
Of course they do. We got Johnny B. Bad versus Shawn Michaels, Justin. And about that good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Shawn Michaels defeated Johnny B. Bad with the sweet chin music.
Shawn Michaels pulled on 100 for this match.
I'm right, he did. After the match, Shawn Michaels is celebrating, and he's kicked in the back out of nowhere from a guy in the crowd. It's Rey Mysterio. He kicks Shawn Michaels in the back, and Shawn falls onto the middle rope, and then Rey Mysterio runs and hits him with a 619.
He kicks him in the back from the crowd.
So Shawn Michaels is in the ring doing his pose. Rey Mysterio from the crowd jumps the rail, gets in the ring, and hits him with a 619.
I thought he was like on the outside celebrating with fans, and Rey Mysterio, who was in the crowd, kicks him in the back.
Kicks him so hard he shoots into the middle of the But then Rey Mysterio sending a message to Shawn Michaels.
What a heel!
I don't know if it was a heel move.
He went to the other show and attacked him.
He had to send a statement.
That's what heels do.
Well, this is for a championship. Sometimes you got to be a little aggressive. Speaking of
course they do.
Yeah, speaking of aggression, and about that decent wrestling, and non-existent crowd heat, Minomi Toyota defeated Lita, and with some kind of finishing move that I can't read because my screen is currently blurry.
Oh no, Chad's internet's going wonky.
It's okay. We got it. We'll be fine. But yeah, Lita gets the loss here.
Yeah, she pinned her with the Ocean Queen B-bomb.
The Ocean. Well, listen. Someone should tell her that there's only room for one queen on this women's division. And speaking of which, that brings us to our next segment. Justin, the Queen Charmel has brought in Beth Phoenix, maybe for good, maybe just for a one-time alignment, but her and the Queen's Court, they beat up China and Debbie Malenko backstage.
What rat bastards. What does this mean for anything?
Yeah, I mean, listen, China and Debbie Malenko had matches at Bash at the Beach, and now that who knows if they'll make it. We've got Chris Benoit versus Taz, and about that had superb wrestling and good heat. Chris Benoit defeated Taz with a Dragon Suplex.
Nothing more you need to add to this match?
No. Chris Benoit gets another one. His run continues.
What a good guy.
After the match, Minoru Suzuki attacks. He jumps like this guy is a heel. He clumps him in the head with his Money in the Bank briefcase, Justin, and Minoru Suzuki just starts kicking Benoit over and over and over again. The refs have to separate him. Minoru Suzuki taking on Chris Benoit, Bash at the Beach.
Yeah.
And our main event of the night, Ahmed versus Bret Hart. And in a superb match, Bret Hart defeated Ahmed when Ahmed intentionally got disqualified. Basically, all of the Planet Ahmed people ran in and started beating up Bret Hart. And right when Big Daddy V picks him up and they all start beating him up, and Bret Hart Ahmed was about to put him through he stacked a bunch of chairs. He was gonna put him through a big pile of chairs. And then all of a sudden the Outsiders music hit, and they come in and they're holding crowbars, and they start running in, and Ahmed sees the weapons, and he tells them, you know what, we don't need to fuck with this today. Let's get out. So they all roll out of the ring. Bret Hart gets back to his feet, and he's standing in the ring with Nash and Hall, and Bret grabs a microphone. Ahmed, you act really tough when you've got your planet beside you. Let's see how you feel when the numbers are a little more even. You see, you've been beating up my friends Nash and Hall, and you've been being a thorn in my side. How about this? How about a Bash at the Beach? We have ourselves a little 6-man tag. Me, Nash, and Hall taking on you and 2 members of Planet Ahmed. All right, let's see how you guys do fare when you've got 3 men staring you in the eyes. Justin, we got a 6-man tag at Bash at the Beach. Bret, Nash, and Hall taking on Planet Ahmed.
Hell yeah. Kevin Nash had the crowd in the palm of his hands, Jed.
Yeah, that's because he looks so cool.
What's this?
What is that? What is that number, Justin? I can't read. Is that an 87?
And it's an 87, Chad.
That is an 87. Well, then it's all on Thunder now.
Damn, that stinks, Chad. Just can't do it.
Okay. It's okay. We gotta listen. We gotta.
You had your 1 week. You had your own week.
This comes down
it's I had to give you a participation award because you were complaining that you never got the pitch. All right, you're like some ball player. You're 7 years old. All you want to do is pitch, but you're not the coach's son. You're the misfit of the team, and all you do is either play the bench or you play left field. And no one wants to play left field. They want to pitch, and I'm the pitcher, and you are the poor left fielder.
I want to be a shortstop.
Yeah, I think that's way above your pay grade.
Oh.
We'll see you for SmackDown.
All right, everyone. We are here on SmackDown. Justin, this is not the go home for SmackDown, though.
No, as I put my headphones back on. This is just a regular SmackDown, as the go home usually means the one right before the pay-per-view, and No Mercy is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. That's how cutting-edge and innovative WWF is. We're good enough to run brand-exclusive shows.
This is just a regular SmackDown.
Yeah, this is just a regular SmackDown for a regular show here. We already got, show of the week wrapped up. We already got that cooking. So we don't need to go balls to the wall here, but it is a good show here. We know we have a Cruiserweight Battle Royal for the number 1 contendership for Chris Daniels at SummerSlam, Chen. And we also got brought some people over from a different company for a showcase match tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Showcases are fun.
Showcases are fun, but first, Mystico and Psychosis are in Eric Bischoff's locker room, and they want a match with Scott Steiner tonight. They want a tag team match tonight, and Eric Bischoff grants that tag team match. But he also says you have to allow Scott Steiner some time to find a partner. Who is going to be Scott Steiner's mystery partner for the show tonight, Chad?
That's a good question.
Who will team up with the big bad booty daddy?
Want me to make a guess?
Yeah, make a guess.
I'm going to say violence.
Well, first to open this show, we have that Cruiserweight Classic Battle Royal, whatever you want to call it. As Chris Daniels is here ringside to watch this next match. And in a great match, Yoshihiro Tajiri wins the Battle Royal, Chad.
Wow.
Chris Daniels' friend gets the big win. This was actually random. I'll let the game decide this.
That's interesting.
And Tajiri got the win. Eddie Guerrero is backstage. He's warming up. He gets his hands on one member of La Resistance tonight. He gets to take on Rene Dupree later tonight in our co-main event of the show. What a match that's going to be, Chad. I love Rene Dupree.
Oh, I know you do. You're a big Rene Dupree guy.
I'm a big Rene Dupree guy. I'm a big Mark Jindrak guy and a big Sean Stasiak guy. My three boys. And Zack Ryder.
True.
We move
Matt
on.
Cardona.
Yeah, he's cool, but Zack Ryder's cooler. We get Booker T and Stevie Ray tonight, Chad.
Ooh, brothers fighting.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, we saw Stevie Ray say to Booker T's face, "Did you replace me with Clyde Flanders?" And it does look like he got replaced. And then Booker T beats Stevie Ray in 11:58 with the Harlem Hangover.
Oh, no.
A big win right there for the United States champion. Scott Steiner's with the boys backstage. You know, sometimes you forget that Scott Steiner's technically part of the Gentlemen's Club. He's backstage.
I forgot.
Yeah, he's not really back there a lot. He's doing his own thing, but he's technically a part of it. He was the main page. He was the main big thing, and he goes backstage. He enters the club, and he's asking the boys who should be the tag team partner, who will compete with him against Psychosis and Mystico, and DDP raises Clyde Flanders' hands for him. And Clyde Flanders steps up to the challenge. It'll be him and Scott Steiner tonight in our main event.
Wow.
What a match that'll be.
Match.
Well, John Cena defeats Gangrel in 15:43 with a spin-out powerbomb. In this match, Gangrel sustained a Cody Rhodes, a bruised pectoral muscle.
Oh, adrenaline!
In my soul!
I just pulled a Cody Rhodes!
That means I got a bruised pectoral muscle!
Oh! My ribs are, my chest is bruised!
My arm is limp!
I shouldn't work! But I'm a sip!
Kid Cash is here, Jed.
Oh, nice.
And
What's his story?
he just reiterates that at SummerSlam, he's becoming a man. This is his coming out party. Yeah, he's going to become a man at SummerSlam. Oh, here's that showcase match, Chad. Heavy Metal, Take Us On, Cybernetico.
Oh. What company is this showcasing?
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh.
No, it's showcasing CMLL, the only company that wants to.
I was like, I don't think they are.
Seeing that Chad has kind of, when we started this game, taken every big company into an alliance and refuses to let go of any of them.
Our play.
So, I mean, you don't utilize it as much as you should, but it's cool. The Undertaker. We are outside of a tuner shop, a new Orange County Choppers, Chad. You know what that is?
Yeah, there's a bike shop.
Yeah, we're outside of that.
They had a reality show about them.
Cool. And the garage door opens. And a big, large motorcycle rides out. And Taker's on top of it. He's got a new bike.
Oh.
You thought you could finish me, Austin? It's gonna take a lot more than throwing my bike into into a lake or a river, wherever it was, whatever. I'll see you in hell, Austin.
I'll see you in hell.
Oh my lord.
Oh jeez.
Jesus. Eddie Guerrero. Rene Dupree in an exceptional match. Rene Dupree gets an upset victory over Eddie Guerrero in 1804 with the Dupree driver following interference from Sylvain Grenier. After the match, those three are beating down Eddie Guerrero, and they're about Rob Conway's lifting up Eddie in one arm. Sylvain's doing the other side. He's about to hit the Dupree driver on Eddie Guerrero again. And Latin Lover and Chavo Guerrero come out and they make the save. They're back, baby.
Yay.
Yeah, they save their Guerrero Dojo boy. And I think that leads us to our main event of the night, Chad. Scott Steiner and Clyde Flanders defeat Mystico and Psychosis in 1812. Again, Clyde Flanders pins Mystico with the pile driver. Psychosis and Mystico have excellent chemistry teaming together, by the way. Hell yeah. Clyde Flanders off his game. You can't be off your game in the biggest show of the night. Or like, come on. This is your biggest showcase match, Clyde Flanders, and you're going to shit the bed? And then after the match, Stone Cold is here. I don't remember why. I don't remember this.
Stone Cold is here.
That's the show, 94. What can I say? What can I say?
Ready, Thunder. Time to take it.
I've outdone Raw. Wow. Best match of the night, Rene Dupree defeating Eddie Guerrero. I hope that doesn't have any ramifications for Eddie's happiness. Oh, I added...
And our final stop on the way to Bash at the Beach, the true biggest party of the summer. Justin, we are here. And Justin, this Thunder's got big shoes to fill because Thunder's got to beat. They got to be the best show of the week if we want to win the week, and I do. So. Do
you think realistically this can be?
No, I think our first match screwed us right out of from the get-go.
Whose fault is that, Chad?
Oh, but that's okay though. It's for stories, Justin. You say it yourself. It's all about
It's for stories.
Yes.
All right. Let's get into it.
I agree. We're starting off not with a promo, but with a match, Justin, and Raven versus Bob Sapp. And in a decent match, thank God they've got great chemistry. Raven submitted Bob Sapp.
They don't.
No, sorry. He pinned him with a pile driver.
They don't. Sean Backlund and Dave Meltzer do.
Commentators have good chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
All right.
Raven looked excellent out there. After the match, Owen Hart comes out too, and both Owen and Raven lock in dual sharpshooters. Where's Vader and Shamrock? Who knows? But listen, they tap out Bob Sapp and send a message to the tap out crew.
Did you say they both make out?
And both tap out Bob Sapp.
Interesting.
And send a message to the tap out crew.
No making out then?
They wanted to make out, they could, I guess, but I didn't have that booked, but they could if they wanted.
Is that what Bob Sapp looks like when he's getting put in the sharpshooter?
Yes.
Ah!
And we've got our Tough Enough match. The loser of this match will face Ken Anderson at Bash at the Beach. Who will be the second Tough Enough rookie eliminated? And in a decent but that subpar wrestling announces the crowd heat, Chris Harris defeats Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, Claudio Castagnoli, and Mike Sanders. The first guy who was pinned was Shelton Benjamin, so that means Justin Shelton Benjamin, for the second time in a row, has to fight for his life. He beat Batista. Can he beat Ken Anderson?
Probably.
At Bash at the Beach.
Probably.
Only time will tell.
So it's going to be either Vader or Mick Foley. They're pros, or they're rookies.
Losing one of their rookies to yeah. Justin, we've got Billy Kidman, Juventud, and AJ Styles. These three men won in the weeks leading up to Bash at the Beach, and one of these three men are going to be cruiserweight champion. But then the three of them find out, but one of them will not be in the match because they thought they were in the clear, but guess what? It's going to be a singles match at Bash at the Beach. The three of them are going to square off tonight in the main event, and the one who gets pinned, Justin, will not be in the title match. We have Bam Bam Bigelow versus Abyss. And in this match, Abyss defeats Bam Bam Bigelow with the shock treatment.
Poor Bam Bam. Poor Bam Bam.
Listen to Abyss. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Matt Hardy celebrates obnoxiously in the ring while Abyss just stands there. But Matt Hardy celebrating his teammate for Team Stallone's big win. Sending a message to Team Hogan. We are here. Listen, so Grandmaster Sexay and Scotty 2 Hotty invited Lodi and Shark Boy into the ring. And, they're having a party of their own, so to say. Lodi and Shark Boy, they say that they're cooler than Team Too Cool. And Grandmaster Sexay and Sky 2 Hotty challenge them to a dance-off. And Lodi says, F you dancing. We're doing something else. Shark Boy, bust me a beat. We're rapping on these fools. And Shark Boy starts busting a beat, and Lodi says, yo, I'm Low D, and I'm here to say that Too Cool sucks, and there ain't no way they can beat us in the ring, on the mic, and the stick. We'll beat them both, because they're both a couple dicks. And Low D, the coolest guy in town. I beat you so bad, I'll make you frown. And this is Shark Boy, the king of the sea. when we get in the ring, the ratings are must see. I spelled C differently, so it works, you see. And they're rapping, and Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Sexay, they don't like that they're being shown up on the stick. So they attack Low D mid-rap, and they start fighting, Justin. Justin, what do you think of that?
My bad.
Were you muted?
Yeah, my bad.
Did you not laugh? Or did you laugh?
I laughed the whole time. That's why I apologize, because I was on mute and you couldn't even hear me laughing.
Oh, good. I'm glad you entertained. It was weeks building up for a rap. And about that, good wrestling and decent wrestling from the crowd. Steven Regal defeats Lance Storm, Justin, with the Exploder Suplex.
Yeah.
After the match, Steven Regal is celebrating in the ring, and it shows a cam backstage. Samoa Joe is standing over a bloodied and battered Claudio Castagnoli. He is completely destroyed, and Samoa Joe says, Regal, you've been trying to pick a fight that you really, really shouldn't be in all for the last few weeks. And now I see your rookie here battered and beaten. He's bloody. And that's the thing, Regal, for a man who likes to fight, a man who gets in the bar fights, a man who says he's going to kick my ass. I hope you're not afraid of a little blood. How about this? How about our match at Bash at the Beach, Steven Regal? Samoa Joe versus Regal. Universal title on the line in a first blood match. And Regal, he is pissed that he's beating up Claudio Castagnoli. So he says, he accepts, Justin. It's going to be Regal versus Samoa Joe in a first blood match this Sunday. Are you muted for that too?
Yeah, my bad.
That's okay. Don't mute for this. Jeff Hardy versus A-Train. Mr. Excitement. And in a decent match, Jeff Hardy defeats A-Train with a Swanton Bomb.
I was like waiting for you to talk about the next segment. I realized I never hit the next segment button.
Oh, yeah, fair. But now after the next segment, so Jeff Hardy, he talked. They show the recap of Sanders and Stardust, making fun of Jeff, and Jeff says, I don't need to make fun of Stardust. Listen, I'm gonna let my wrestling, our match do the talking when I beat Stardust one-on-one and I become the television champion. Stardust versus Jeff Hardy's television title on the line at Bash at the Beach.
I'm pulling for the champion.
There is no champion. And our main event, AJ Styles versus Kidman versus Hoovy. And about that had superb wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Hoovy defeats AJ and Kidman when Hoovy pinned AJ Styles with a dragon suplex, which means, Justin, Bash at the Beach, it's going to be Billy Kidman versus Juventud Guerrera for the Cruiserweight title.
That's crazy. AJ Styles, former Universal Champion, not even good enough to fight for the Cruiserweight belt anymore.
What is going to happen at the pay-per-view? Justin, we have Rey Mysterio here doing some final words against Shawn Michaels and talking about his actions on how he came to Nitro, and he said, he came just to send a message, just to let Shawn Michaels know that, he's taking this seriously, and he's not going to be intimidated by Shawn Michaels. And then Rey Mysterio, after his little promo with the crowd, eats a sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels is here on Thunder, Justin. And Shawn Michaels letting him know, I'm taking you seriously too, brother. Close out Thunder.
And kicks him.
Right in the mouth.
Run a kisser.
Bam, right in the kisser.
86.
86. Justin, do you want to know the full Bash at the Beach card?
Yeah, hit it.
So we've got China versus Beth Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
We got Queen Sharmell taking on Debbie Malenko for the Women's Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Tough Enough elimination match, which will be Ken Anderson versus Shelton Benjamin.
Okay.
We have Suzuki versus Benoit for the U.S. title.
Pretty good.
We got Brett, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash versus Planet Ahmed.
All right.
Jeff Hardy versus Stardust for the TV title.
Okay.
We've got Kidman versus Hoovy for the Cruiserweight belt.
All right.
A last-minute entry after their big tussle in the ring. We've got Too Cool versus Lodi and Shark Boy.
Who would have thought?
We got Owen and Raven versus Shamrock and Vader for the Thunder Tag Team titles.
Yawn.
We got Samoa Joe versus Regal in a first blood match for the Universal title. We've got Rey Mysterio versus Shawn Michaels for the World title.
Okay.
And our main event, the Volleyball Brawl. Team Hogan versus Team Sylvester Stallone.
I love it. I have Team Nitro versus Team Thunder.
Yeah.
I love it, Chad. It's going to be a good show. We'll see you for No Mercy and Bash at the Beach.